In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you absolutely must do to recapture your restaurant dine-in traffic once this COVID-19 lockdown ends. Let's get to it. Okay, now, I'm not saying I got a black market haircut in a garage wearing a mask. I'm just saying I was in a garage wearing a mask and now my hair's shorter. Listen, if you need to grow your sales, and I mean, who doesn't, right? Then you need to watch the entire video because I'm going to go over 3 things you'll need to do when you reopen your restaurant dining room. And you need to watch the very end because there's something that can scuttle this whole thing, and it's already in your restaurant. So just the other day, I see this news story about a woman who says she's going to keep getting takeout because she's scared of eating in the restaurant. She's not sure what's been touched, who's sick, who's been in her booth, who's handling the silverware. You got to get used to it. This is drilled in to the psyche of a large portion of this nation right now. And then so the very next day, I'm at the Starbucks drive-up on a Saturday morning, and the car in front of me, they're handing their credit card over, and the lady takes it and then hands it back. And I am thinking about that. What if he had COVID-19, touched his credit card, handed it to her, she hands it back, then I get my drink, and then God forbid I touch my face. I mean, I don't know where that credit card's been, do you? Okay. That's what's going through people's minds. It went through mine. So anyway, there's an obscure study, and it's called Semiotics, and it's the reason that politicians wear certain colored ties. It's why characters have certain names in movies. Now, the short story is, semiotics is about the hidden meaning that signs, symbols, and actions, names, convey to observers this additional subconscious information, and it's beyond the actual meaning of the sign, the symbol, or the word. Now, you're going to learn 3 examples right now on how to use semiotics to revive your restaurant sales, especially dine-in. And we're starting right now. So number 1, face masks. Okay, so what was your initial reaction? What was your thought? Fun, different, crazy? But I'll tell you what, you weren't thinking about a hospital, were you? And what does this one make you think of? It just reinforces the fear. You might as well make an even bigger impression by hanging a stethoscope around your neck and having some paddles nearby to revive your customers when they get COVID-19 from eating at your restaurant. These, poof, no way. You don't want to make it look like your guests are dining in the ER. If they're going to make you wear face masks and all your employees, make them look fun. Put your logo on it. Bright colors. Make it entertaining to invite conversation. Okay, number 2, the word trust. You need to incorporate the word in your marketing and your signage. Something like the food you love, the place you trust. Don't bury it in the middle either. People remember pretty much the first and the last things in a sentence. Don't overdo it, but incorporate the word trust in your marketing, maybe on your menus, some signage on the front door. Again, the food you love, the place you trust. That's all. Start associating the word trust with your restaurant. Okay, now number 3 in semiotics here would be sanitation. Now, sure, you can talk about it. What most restaurants do is they clean in the morning, they clean at night, they'll spray some things down a little bit during the day, but here's the deal. People believe what they see. Saying I keep my desk clean is different than showing you I keep my desk clean. You need to make a production of cleaning. Now, you don't want to nauseate people with the smell of chemicals, but you want to be cleaning when people are in the restaurant watching. People believe what they see with their own eyes. So, get face masks that invite a smile, insert the word trust into your marketing, and show people that you're cleaning. Okay, so what's going to screw this up? Wait till you see this. Okay, so this is an article from BuzzFeed, and you can see the headline here. This restaurant's exhausting list of coronavirus procedures shows how hard it is to reopen. Wait till you see the list. Anyway, what these guys did is went around and interviewed some employees of some restaurant here in Tennessee. Oh my God. So first of all, think about this. Some of these reopening procedures are going to require you to take a guest's temperature. How's that going to go over? You got to ask them where they've been around anybody with COVID-19. Anyway, so here's a quote from one of the servers. "I don't think we should have opened," the server, who did not wish to be identified for fear of losing her job, told BuzzFeed News. "There's no possible way for us employees to do what they're asking us to do. It's just not possible." Huh? She handles all the money in the restaurant and said it was impossible to wash her hands after every transaction. Impossible. That's the difference between employees and owners. We have to do the impossible. You're going to have to bring these folks along. Somebody with that mentality, poof, out of there. Okay, so she says she does not have the time to wash her hands each time she runs from the kitchen to the dining room. And she said nobody's temperature is being checked because the restaurant does not have thermometers. First of all, wonderful that she's selling out the person that writes her paycheck, right? And second, she's full of excuses. She's a victim. "Oh, it's out of my hands. It's impossible." Bullshit. Honestly, it's scary. You know, Charlie's manager in Tennessee, who also did not wish to be identified for fear of losing her job, told BuzzFeed News on Thursday. And I'm telling you, I don't know what it's going to be like in your area, but you got to look at this. The state's guidelines require restaurants to screen guests and employees for possible COVID-19 before they enter the premises. Hey, if you got to do it, you got to do it. But I don't know how many guests are going to want to walk in and get grilled and have their temperature taken just before they get ushered to a table. Oh, they've got an out for you. If temperature checks are not possible, the minimum requirement would be to station a masked, gloved guest assistant at the door who would ask guests a series of questions about possible symptoms and exposure to COVID-19 before they entered.
"Where have you been? What have you done?"
Good luck with that. Okay, so half of our food is being run out by only one server. So we don't have the time to put a tray jack up, or we run out of tray jacks, she said. Let me get this straight. You're down to 25, 30, 40% capacity, and you don't have time to come out, put a thing out and put the tray on it? Well, pretty soon, when you don't have any business, you're going to have a lot of time on your hands, honey. Oops, was that sexist? No! Now, the server said she also wasn't replacing her gloves every time she had to service another table. I don't think anybody's been thinking about it because we're so overwhelmed with what we have to do and the amount of work we have to put into making the restaurant run, she said. We're definitely not prepared, the other manager said. Retraining staff while trying to run a business is very difficult. Hey, guess what? Running a business is difficult. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Time for a new manager. So if your employees aren't on board and they're slacking, your customers are going to see this. They are watching more now than ever, and you cannot afford to let some self-righteous dipshit bring the whole place down. You need to retrain like your life depends on it. Reward good behavior, and you got to fire the rest. Okay, so that's it for today. Semiotics, the hidden meaning in signs, symbols, and words. You're going to want to have face masks that are colorful and put your logo on them, but invite conversation and a smile, not fear that I'm eating in a fucking hospital. You want to incorporate the word trust into your marketing, your menus, wherever you can. Don't overdo it, but get the word trust in there. The food you love, the place you trust, okay? And then third, make a production of cleaning while customers are in the restaurant. Alrighty? So anyway, if you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up down there. And if you haven't already subscribed, do that now. I am following this COVID crap and I'm keeping you updated on what you need to know. As usual, I appreciate you watching this video. It means a lot to me. I am here for you, always will be. I'll see you next time.